What's up? David Taub here from nextlevelguitar.com. How you doing? What's up, good people? Hope all is well. I want to talk to you today about playing songs and coming up with riffs in drop D tuning. It's a real fun way to come up with some cool kind of heavy sounding things, and it's really easy. And all you have to do for the tuning is just change one string. Standard A440 tuning is low to high, E, A, D, G, B, E. But all you're going to do is you're going to drop the low E string down a whole step to D. That's it. So then you have the low E is D, and all the rest are the same. A, D, G, B, E. So it is only one string. Just drop that down a whole step, and you're ready to rock. The great thing about drop D tuning is it allows you to play fifth and power chords basically on the low E and the A string with just one finger, and they're really easy to move around. So if you've been struggling trying to play, power chords or fifth chords, which I use as a precursor to bar chords for my students, this is really easy and fun because you could just take your first finger and bar it over the E and A strings on a given fret, and you get a fifth chord. And you have that nice low E string, which is now a D ringing. So basically, if you play the low E and the A string, it's a D fifth chord, which is cool. And then you combine it with some of these other one-finger chords, these fifth chords, because of the tuning, and you could come up with riffs all day long. It's really easy. Let me show you up close what I'm talking about. You might be used to playing power chords or fifth chords with your first finger and your third finger a string and a fret away from each other, right? For instance, like if you wanted to play a G power chord or G fifth chord, you put your first finger on the third fret, low E string, and your third finger, or some people use their pinky, third finger on the fifth fret of the A string. So you're playing the root G and the fifth D, so that's a G fifth chord, right, in standard tuning. And then you could also add your pinky under that for the octave, and some people call those power chords, power fifth chords. And the root note determines the name of the chord. Like here I'm on the G, so this would be a G fifth, G power chord. Back here on the first fret, F, F fifth, G, A, right, B flat, B, C, and so on and so forth. And the same applies on the A string, where you'll be playing, like for instance, the third fret with your first finger is a C note, and then on the fifth frets on the D and G strings, right? And that's a C power chord or C fifth chord, right? Half step back is B, because there's my B note, C, D, E, F, and so on and so forth, okay? Now, take this low E string and drop it down to D. Now what happens is this note is no longer on the low E string F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. Remember, because we're a whole step lower. So open is D, E flat, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. A is now at the seventh fret, right? So that enables us to take our first finger and bar across the low E and the A string on a given fret. For instance, now if I do it at the third fret, you have that cool sounding power chord with one finger. That is actually an F chord, F fifth, because this is no longer F, F is here, right? If you go up a whole step, it's now G fifth, A fifth, B fifth, C fifth, and then back to D at the 12th fret, D fifth. And then open, if you hit the open low E and open A, you have a D chord. So that little riff I was playing in the beginning, all I was doing is I was sliding to the third fret in his one finger bars. First I was hitting the open two low strings, and then sliding to the third fret playing that F fifth chord, first finger, one finger bar. You could use your third finger or your second finger, depending where you were going to go next. Use the first finger here. Slide that up a whole step. That's a G now, G fifth. Up another whole step. I'm here on the 7th fret. That's an A fifth. And then I hit the B fifth once. The 9th fret. So real slow. right? And you speed it up. All those fifth chords are at your disposal so quickly with that first finger. Like you could do. Here I'm hammering from the fifth to the seventh fret, the low E and the A, hammering to that seventh fret. But again, I'm playing the low E and the A. I'm just concentrating all on these fifth chords, and you get stuff like. Move that around. And then combine it with the one finger bars like. That's all with just this one hammer and then playing those one finger bar fifth chords. But try throwing also that low E and the A in there. Kind of strumming off of that like without. And all I was doing there, I was throwing in some little chucking, which sounds great in drop D. All you're doing is loosening up pressure. So I'm not pressing hard enough, so you hear anything ringing, any of the chords ringing, but you just hear that wick whacking. It makes it so much easier than playing, you know, the fingering like this with the power and fifth chords, just doing it with the one finger. And you could also get the low E and the A in there for that nice D fifth chord. So it just makes it killer riffs. You could come up with so much cool stuff. I like doing that too. Sometimes I'll bend a note slow and then vibrato it. Sometimes do the pinch harmonic. You know, get creative and just try doing some hammers, open strings, chucking, and throw that all into the soup, single notes. And you can come up with so much cool stuff once, you know, just kind of get a groove going. Just get in a groove and just sit down, man, and just have fun. And all of a sudden you'll be like, wow, I kind of like that riff. And it's a great way to come up with riffs. And then you'll start hearing these in all these popular songs, bands like, you know, Soundgarden and Tool and Alice in Chains, and so many bands use this drop D tuning. And so many popular songs, you'll be like, oh yeah, now, you know, you'll develop your ear and you'll just hear it once you know, kind of hear that low open E tuned to D. It's unmistakable. And try all different alternate tunings, not just drop D. There's so many great ones and heavy ones out there. And check out our video instructional website at nextlevelguitar.com, where we have over 900 video lessons and growing. We keep adding new material, new lessons every month. Beginners, intermediates, advanced, lead guitar, rhythm, all genres of music. It's absolutely packed. So check that out. There's a 3-day free pass on the homepage right now. So go to nextlevelguitar.com and you could give the site a test drive for 3 days. You know, you might like it. It's a lot of fun and you really get your playing to the next level. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube videos here at our YouTube channel, Rock On Good People, by clicking on that subscribe button. I was going to say orange. It was orange last year. I think they changed it to yellow, and it used to be here, but now it's up here. So look around for it. Hit that subscribe button, and you'll be notified when we have some new lessons here on YouTube. All right, I'm David Taub, co-founder of nextlevelguitar.com. Get your guitars in your hands every day, even if it's just for 15 minutes, and start rocking out. We'll see you next lesson. Take care, and rock on!